Hello everybody and welcome to a TBR video. This is going to be quite a short little video because I'm only going to pick about 6 books. But I'm going to use my little TBR like prompts thing and pick out 6 of these for my TBR for July. Right now we've still got a week left of June, but I'm going on holiday for a week, so I'm not going to have time to film any videos or anything, so I'm just filming this in advance. So I'm kind of filming my TBR a week in advance, but anyway, that's fine. And please ignore this little thing here. I had a blood test a second ago, so I'm just leaving that on for a little bit. So let's just get straight into this. I'm going to pick my first prompt. So I'm going to pick a prompt and then I'm going to pick a book. I'm just going to do it in order like that, and I think I'm going to pick 6. A couple of months ago I joined a book club, like an in-person book club where we pick a book every month and meet up and discuss it and stuff. So obviously I'll have another book for that on my TBR, and then I just don't really want to put too many on because I know that I'm not going to get to everything. So yeah, anyway, let's pick my first one. A book I'm intimidated by. Well, I'd say all the books I'm intimidated by are like really big. And I don't really have time. Most of the time they are fantasy, and I'm not really in a fantasy mood at all because it's like summer. All I really want is like a couple thrillers maybe and just some fluffy romance and some summery romance books. So a book I'm intimidated by, I'm going to go pick a few options on my shelves and come back to you, and then I can decide which one I want to go for. Right, so I've picked out 2 here, 2 options that I could pick. The first one is Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. This is the last book in the Twisted series, and I'd say the reason it intimidates me is just because it's a very thick, long romance book, and I've been putting it off for a long time just because of the size of it. In the grand scheme of things, it's not that big, it's like 500 and something pages, but for a romance, it's long. Either that one, or Illuminate, the first book in this series. And the reason I'd say I'm intimidated about this, it is a very thick book, but the reason I'm intimidated is because it's like, it's not a story written like a normal story. It's completely full of, so it's full of like transcripts like this, or there's pages that are like this. There's all sorts of like really crazy pages. Some of it's a bit more normal, or there's like, yeah, there's quite a lot of transcripts, and there's like lab reports, or there's like a scribbled over like comic strip kind of thing, and it tells a story in that way. So that's quite intimidating. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these 2 together with this prompt, and I'm going to see what the other prompts are first, because if I don't get many romance, I'm going to want a romance, and if I get tons of romance, I'm going to want something different. So I'm going to put that to the side for a sec, and then I'll come back to it in a sec. I'm going to pick out another prompt now. Oh, I've picked out 2. Let's just shove that one back. A sports romance. That should be easy. Okay, let me go have a little look on my shelf, and I'll pick out a couple of contenders for this prompt. Right, I've got 3 options here. So I've got Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, and this is a rugby romance, I believe. And then I've got Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, which is like an ice hockey and ice skating, like figure skating book. And then also Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh, which is the second book in the Boys of Tommen series, and this has the guy in this book is a rugby player, so that counts as a sports romance in my opinion. I'm quite tempted to pick this one because I've recently this month only just finished Binding 13 and I absolutely loved it, and I feel like I just want to jump into this pretty soon after that one, so I think I might actually pick this. I know it is massive. It's about 800 pages, so it's a long book. But I did really enjoy the first one. I loved it so much, and I can't wait to get back into the world. And obviously it ended on a massive cliffhanger, the first book, so I'm dying to get to the second one. So yeah, I'm gonna pick that. Prompt number 3. A spicy romance. What I'm gonna do, the book I'm intimidated by, I'm gonna go for Illuminate. A spicy romance, I'm gonna go for Twisted Lies, because I know all of these ones have quite a lot of that sort of scenes in, so I think I'm gonna pick that. So far, oh god, so far I got 3 really thick books on my TBR, so I feel like I need some really short ones next, because that's gonna be a struggle. I mean, Eliminate might be quite quick to get through because it's all mixed media, but okay, I need to pick some smaller books I think for the next ones. Number 4, a dark romance. I don't think I have any dark romances on my shelf, so I might have to pick one that's on my Kindle. I'm just getting the Kindle app on my phone because I can't be bothered to go get my Kindle because it's in the other room. What do I have already downloaded at my library? Let's have a look. I have the perfect one that I've actually had downloaded for a long time, and I've been wanting to read it for a long time and get into this series, so I think I'm going to pick this. And that is Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I know this series has about 5 or 6 books in the series, so it's quite a long series, but they're all on Kindle Unlimited, so that's fine. I don't have to buy them or anything. But yeah, I've had this downloaded for quite a while. I know it's not like as dark as some dark romances are, but I'm not a huge fan of like dark romances. So this I think would be more my kind of thing, and this is a mafia romance, so it's like they come from the people that fall in love come from different mafia families or something like that. I don't know, but it sounds interesting. I've heard really good things about them. It sounds something very different than some of the other romances that I read, so it'd be good to have a little break from those other ones. So yeah, one Kindle book on my TBR. So I've got 2 prompts left to pick, and I don't know how long Brutal Prince is actually, so hopefully it's not too long. I have no idea, but anyway. Usually on my Kindle when I read books I get through them a bit quicker anyway. A thriller / mystery, perfect, because I really need something that's not a romance really. I wanted to read a thriller as well, so either I've been wanting to read The Housemaid is Watching, I think it's called, the new Housemaid book, or I'm tempted to go for The Villa by Rachel Hawkins because it seems a little bit summery, and also this book is really small, so that shouldn't take me long to get through. Or I've been also wanting to read None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I want to get to that one soon as well because I've heard really good things about it. I think I might go for The Villa by Rachel Hawkins because this is quite a small little book, and also it might be quite summery vibes because it's based in a villa. And the cover kind of gives off slightly summery vibes. So anyway, I think I'm going to go for that, and it's less than 300 pages, so that should be a really quick one to get through. So yeah, I'm going to go for that one. And then my last prompt, a little bit scared. I really want to read like a summery romance, but I might read summery romance during the last bits of June instead, and then in July start these. Moment of truth. A book title that starts with the. So I could have picked The Villa, but anyway, I'm going to have a little look on my romance bookshelf and see if any of those start with the. I've picked up the perfect one, and it is The Longest Holiday by Paige Toon, because this one sounds super summery and the cover looks really summery, and I've had this for a little while. So yeah, I'm just in the mood for summery romances at the minute, so that would be perfect. And obviously it starts with the, so it fits the prompt. So this is the 6 books that I will be hopefully getting to in July, and also a book club book, so I have quite a lot on my plate. I've got Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark, which is on my Kindle, it's on Kindle Unlimited. The Longest Holiday by Paige Toon, which is a very summery kind of romance, so be looking forward to that one. The Villa by Rachel Hawkins, which is a nice little thriller. Twisted Lies by Anna Huang, the 4th and final book in the Twisted series, so it'd be good to get that series finished, but yeah, it is also quite a thick one. Illuminate by, I didn't say who they're by, Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. So that one, I am intrigued to read this because it just looks really cool, like all the different files and like all sorts like that. It just looks interesting. So yeah, that one. Oh, and it's super floppy, so I love that. And then Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh, which is the thickest book on my TBR, but oh, I can't wait to get to this. I feel like I'll be reading this one. This will be one of the first ones I read probably, because I'm dying to get to the second book after finishing Binding 13. Can't wait to get to the end of Johnny and Shannon's story and just see them be happy for once. So that's the end of this video. I know it's a very little short one, but I know a lot of you tend to enjoy TBR kind of videos, so here we go. And yeah, I'm just going to put my TBR. I tend to kind of keep my TBR on a pile on my shelf separate so that I can see them in front of me and I know what I've got to pick from. So I think I'm going to keep them to the side there. And keep watching my channel also, because I know we'll have a summery reading vlog coming out. I'm going to hopefully film a few clips while I'm on holiday because I'll be able to read outside if it's sunny and stuff. So fingers crossed. There will be a really nice summery vlog coming up, and hopefully some other reading vlogs as well that I've got planned. So yeah, please subscribe if you want to see those, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.